Hello, friends! Mom's here! So, we'll wait for everyone to get here and then we'll get started. But so excited! Mom is finally feeling much better. And so she's here to grace us with her presence. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys a shopping link right here in the comments. And then this is where you can find all of the makeup that we're going to use today. Let me pin that there. Okay. And then, yeah, I think I can reach your face. Okay. Yeah, I might try to turn just a little tiny bit. Right. There, stop.
Try to help.
I'm like, woo!
Crack. Chunk. Chair breaks.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Fall on the floor.
Yeah.
Oops.
You know, just normal. Yeah. Michelle says, hi, Mom.
Hey.
Amy Lou says, hi, Mom.
Hi.
All right, and then Nikki's with us to help answer our questions because it's kind of hard for me to read.
And I can't see nothing.
Yeah, she needs glasses. All right, so on her face already, we have on the two products that we always start with, the setting spray and the primer. So we always do the Touch Behold setting spray. We spray this all over her face, and then we do the mattifying face primer. So even though she has combination skin, she does have some areas that are on the drier side. I still love using the mattifying face primer on her because the mattifying face primer has a blurring effect and also disguises imperfections more than any other primer does. So it's really good if you do have fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, any redness, anything like that. So mattifying face primer, even though it's designed for oily to combo skin, even if you do have some dry areas, you can still utilize this, especially if you're doing that routine of setting spray, primer, setting spray. So while you're here, make sure to give Mama some love by clicking the little heart emojis and the hug emojis.
The hearts I can see, so bring them on. I can't read what you're saying, but...
Yeah, she can't see without her glasses, but she can see the hearts. So, like I always tell you guys, make sure to comment color match down below and or message me here on Facebook, and I'll be so happy to help give you a full recommendation on what colors you are, what products to get. So definitely send me a message here on Facebook and we'll get you all set up. So for this makeup look, I wanted to use exactly the same products that I use on myself so I can prove to you that no matter if you are 33, I'm like, I don't know how old I am, or 59.
Yes, one more time.
59 or 33. I think I'm 30. Yeah, okay. I always forget if I'm 32, 33, or 34. Yeah. In there. I'm around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're all 2 years apart. Yeah,
yes.
There you go.
Okay, so we're going to do the Serum Plus foundation today. I love the Serum Plus foundation for mature skin because this actually has flower extract, has sodium hyaluronic in it, has so many other healthy ingredients that are going to heal your skin and help to heal your fine lines, your redness, anything like that. Plus, it's phenomenal coverage, and it's the only foundation I've ever seen that is transfer and wear-proof, meaning it will last 12 hours on the skin without touch-up. So we're going to go ahead and use this. This is her shade Chiffon. You want to make sure you shake it up really, really well. You look fantastic for 59.
Aww.
Good to know I'm not the only one that forgets my age.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and use our Serum Plus foundation shade Chiffon. I'll have you kind of tilt up so I don't drop it on your pretty outfit. So I'm going to do the same thing I always do on myself where I do my 2 little dots on either side and then kind of look towards me. And then we're going to use the kabuki brush to blend out this coverage. So I like to apply on the cheeks going forward first because that's usually where most people want most of the coverage because it takes away the redness on the cheeks and it's kind of a good base spot to be able to blend out from. You don't typically need a ton of coverage on the forehead, plus if you have fine lines and expression lines, it's best to not use a ton of foundation coverage there. And then also around the mouth as well. So if you find that you crease a lot around the mouth, limiting the amount of products that's sitting in those fine line areas is going to be really helpful for you. So again, she's wearing the shade Chiffon, which is her almost perfect match actually. And so we're going to take this and blend this into the hairline, blend it into the ears, and of course down the neck like I always do on myself. And then hide your lips. And then apply into the nose and on the eyelids. I'll have you look up and look. Face your, yep, and then look up. Yeah, perfect. I just don't want to poke you in the eye. And then blend down around the eyes. So there is 2-ish, 3-ish drops, and you can already see. Click that surprise face if you can already see the phenomenal coverage on her. I know. Surprise! But honestly, it's such phenomenal coverage. It's so impressive every time. So this is, like I said, 2 little drops on either side. So I'm going to shake it up a little bit more. I should have actually shaken it up a little bit more before I put any on. You can kind of see if you need to shake it more, because it's going to look a little more watery than it probably needs to be. So if that is the case, just shake it up a little bit. So I'm going to add like the teeniest bit on either side now, again. And then I'm going to go in with my damp blending bud. And then this is going to be really, and then tilt your head downward like this towards me. This is going to be really, really important, especially for my ladies who are mature of age, because this is going to compress the makeup down into those fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, and it's going to really help camouflage the redness in our cheeks, our face, our nose, wherever the redness may be, if there is any. But if you have no redness, that's fine too. But this is really going to help to compress everything and make it look super, super smooth and really, really helpful. Easy, Mom.
It's hiding my fat arms.
Oh, please. And then look up.
We're a jacket today.
No, you're crazy. If you get hot, I can open up this window.
It's fine.
Because I'm hot. It's getting hotter in here.
Hot.
Okay, so now we'll have you look at the camera again. See how much softer her skin looks? Oh, it's so good. Yes, she says beautiful. She seems so nice.
Yeah. I try to be.
Yeah, most of the time.
So nice comments only.
Yeah.
So I'm a good person.
Well, someone asked to see your apples, so there's that. Easy there. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and use our Skin Solution Concealer, and this is going to be in the shade Taffeta. That is her true shade. So with this, I'm only going to do a line here and a line here, line on the outside, line on the inside, just like that. And I'll have you look again. And the reason that we applied it a little bit differently than how I apply it on myself is because this is going to limit the amount of product that we're actually using. So when you have fine lines or wrinkles around the eyes, this is going to be really important to make sure that you're not applying too much product there. And close your eyes, because you don't want to cause any fine lines to look even more prominent. But applying just enough will be really, really beneficial. Have you look at the camera again. For really making the under eye look soft and firm and hide any discoloration. So the other part that I love about this concealer, especially, I mean, for myself, for my mom, for really anyone, is the fact, close your eye, that it has concealer, or it has caffeine infused in it. So it's going to be almost like it depuffs your under eye. Look back at the camera. So if you have any loss of elasticity in this area, this is a really, really good product to start making sure that you use on an everyday basis, because the longer you use it, the more you're going to see those effects on helping it to heal that plumpness under the eye from the puffiness, as well as using 2 other products. The brand new concealer, or not brand new, I guess it's like a year old now, but the concealer is going to be really, really important to make sure you're using for under eye puffiness or dark circles. And then our eye patches are coming out on the 24th. Yeah, I'm super excited for those. And that's going to be incredible for under eye puffiness.
Mama needs
She already looks 10 years younger now.
Thanks.
Does her foundation have yellow undertones because her neck looks more on the pink side? So her foundation actually has pink undertones in it, but we're going to blend everything down. So hold on to your hats.
And I get embarrassed, so I'm more pink.
Oh, yeah, maybe that too.
For being on here, too.
Someone says, you look so refreshed. I totally agree. All right, so now we're going to use the Prime to Set powder, which I've talked about this, a lot. And this is going to be better for my mature ladies.
Love this.
Yeah, so we're going to take an angled brush like this. This one is by Morphe. It's a 438 brush. And I'm going to tap it into that product, tap any off just to limit, and I'll have you look up again. And now this is going to set her under eye without drying her out. So it's going to keep the concealer in place, prevent it from creasing or moving around. I'll have you close your eyes. But without drying out her skin. It has a water releasing technology in it, so it's going to hydrate. So you can use this wherever you don't want your concealer to kind of accentuate any fine lines or anything like that. So just dusting it on will give you the same effect of as when I bake with that orange sponge like I always do. This one. So this, what I just did to her, is equivalent to what I do with this. So it just kind of depends what your skin is like. So again, that was called the Prime to Set powder. And if you guys missed it, all of these products that I'm using on her are all 30% off. only for this month. So everything I've used so far is 30% off. So if you need to be color matched, you need help picking out your products, make sure to message me here on Facebook. Okay, so now I'm going to use the pressed powder in the shade Chiffon, which is, again, her same color. And now this is where we're going to blend down the neck and make everything look much more blended and easy to, like there's not going to be a harsh line. So always blend, blend, blend on the neck and then look normal. And then this we're going to start to blend all over her skin. And this is going to set her foundation. And then it's also going to add a little bit of coverage as well. So instead of kind of piling on all the makeup, we're essentially kind of using these setting products in a wiser, kind of more, I don't know, not using a lot of them.
Protective way.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And again, this pressed powder, like I always say to you guys about myself, when you use it, you're not going to feel cakey, dry, flaky. It's so hydrating. It has shea butter, has flower extract, has chamomile extract in it. So it's going to be very hydrating for a pressed powder. So typically when you do a pressed powder, you want to be careful that it's hydrating. So I don't know very many pressed powders that are hydrating besides ours. So again, make sure you're getting color matched. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go in with our bronzer. So even 59-year-olds contour. So what I'm going to do is take my sculpting brush and we're going to take the bronzer in the shade medium. I personally would probably use the shade light on her for my bronzer, but I can't find my lighter color. I don't know where that is. I need to find it. But so with your bronzer, you're wanting to use the sculpting brush. See how it has this flat end here? You're going to take that flat end and find the top of your ear, place it on that flat end, and you're just going to swish back and forth just like this. Very softly, very gently, just like that. And then the other. So yeah, that's a good one. Show them just a little, and we're going to blend it out versus that side. So we're beginning to kind of accentuate her cheek structure and warm up her complexion, and it really makes for a flattering finish. And then around the jawline, especially if you have any loss of elasticity around this area, this will kind of bring that back up, at least the illusion of it.
Such a nice way to put it.
You know. No. Stop it. You look gorgeous, darling. And then same thing here with the flat. You're going to place it against the hairline, do your temples, and then you just bring it down and around, just kind of blending that out. And this is going to begin to make her skin look really warm, make your face, honestly, it shrinks your face. It gives you like a little, right? Hello, supermodel. And then something else you can do too, if how someone was like, her chest does look darker, what do you do for that? You're going to take your bronzer, open it the right way, and you're going to blend. And this will, again, help to make everything look like it like flows really softly and gently down onto the neck, just like that. All right, so then once we've done that, then we are going to go ahead and use our blush in the shade Sisterly, and this is my favorite color, not only for myself, but also my mom, so you can smile. And this is going to really bring that color back to her cheeks. It's also going to luminize her cheek structure because it has this really light, almost like a highlight effect to it. And we're using the setting powder brush for this step. And this is so pretty on. It really illuminizes her cheeks, brings that color back to life, and is really flattering. Now, when you are done contouring, what you can do too, if you ever feel like the line is a little bit too harsh or too dark, you could take your powder brush and just kind of go over that really softly. And that will kind of tone down anything you've done, if you need to. Okay, so now for highlight, we're going to do the brand new Fusion highlight. I'm super excited to use this on my mom because this is a cream to powder highlight filling. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the angled fan brush, you're going to tap into your highlight, and then you're just going to tap this on very gently to the bridge tip of the nose, just like so. And this really illuminizes your cheeks, and it's so dang pretty. But what I love too is that unlike other highlights that are powder form, this isn't going to accentuate any crow's feet or fine lines up on the cheeks. It's very soft and subtle, and you can see it really illuminizes her whole cheek structure. Isn't that pretty? So that's a brand new Fusion highlight in the shade Golden, and that was also, or is 30% off for this month. All right, so we are gonna, what? Oh, well, you busy.
No, something about the school.
Oh, is it?
I don't know, sorry.
Hold on, we got a phone call.
Sorry, when the son-in-law knows I'm here and
Yeah.
calling.
How do you, what's your?
Just make sure there's no little emergency. See if you can't get hold of her, he calls me.
Oh, whatever.
We're okay.
Yeah, it's about a delivery. That's it, Ryan. Fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought it was about the kids.
I know, he went to go
said
pick
it
up the
there.
kids.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so yes, it is still 4 or more for 30% off. And what's really cool is that you're not just going to get 30% off. You get, each item is 30%. And if you get 5 items, every single one of those 5 is 30%. If you get 6, every one of the 6 is 30%. So I think it's such a good deal. Anywho, about the brow pencil now, we're going to do the brow sculpting pencil in the shade Brown, which is the same as mine. And if I didn't dye my hair, this is what color it would be. Brown. Okay, so now what you want to do for my mature ladies, I know typically mature ladies don't want that like super strong eyebrow. It kind of doesn't feel natural. I mean, to some, looks phenomenal. But mom is more of the natural type. So what I want to do for her is you're going to take that brow sculpting pencil and we're just going to do very light strokes upward and then very light strokes this way. And basically we're just following the natural shape and direction of her brow. So as opposed to like fully shaping like I do, we're simply just going to work with what you have. And we're going to draw it out a little bit further. Her eye ends here, but we're going to take it further out, which is always a flattering finish. But we're not going to fully like draw on her eyebrows because that's not always the most flattering look. Okay, so once you feel like you have the general feel of it, see that? It's still natural, but it's still colored in, still framing. We're going to take the brush side now, and we're going to just comb out those brush strokes. And now it's going to look a little bit darker, but more natural. You're not going to so much see the brush strokes. And then this is a really, really good part too because this pencil has gel infused in it. So it's going to lay her brow hair down into place without, so she doesn't have to be worried about it. But how amazing is that? Telling you, framing your face really opens up your eyes. My mom has hooded eyes, so getting that space that you can, when you can get it, is important. So if you do have smaller or hooded eyes, this is the easiest trick and has nothing to do with your eyes, surprisingly. So brow pencil in the shade Brown, which is the brow sculpting pencil, and we're just very subtly filling in the brow. Hit that surprised face if you guys see that difference in her brows.
You see?
You see it?
You see the difference?
Okay, so now look at me so I don't mess you up. So I don't give you funky brows. Jim would be like, what did she do to you? And taking it further than your brow goes, kind of with a flick of the wrist, is always a flattering thing.
Yeah, she's just barely touching me.
And I'm kind of
drawing.
Yeah, and I'm kind of sticking to the middle of your brow as opposed to the uppers or the lowers, because when we go in with the brush side, this is when you can really get crazy with it, if you will, and really kind of form it out. Just like that. Ta-da! You were whole again. Okay, and then for eyeshadow, we're going to do one of my favorite eyeshadow looks. I do it on myself all the time. This is going to be the Addiction Palette 9, and we're going to do it on the Fluffy Crease Brush. Let me wipe off whatever I used. I love these little fancy cloths. I did a fancy live this morning where I showed you guys my skincare routine. And this is my favorite. These are called the Zoe Eye, and they take off your eyeshadow off of your brushes or your hair or your clothes.
Cool.
I know, fancy. Okay, so now we're gonna do the Addiction Palette 9, and we're going to take this color right here, which is Introverted, which is, you guys know, my favorite. And I'm going to tap this on all sides and then tap it off. And then I'm going to have you close your eye. And we're going to very lightly apply on where her eye, where your eyeball is. That's where you want to press to kind of follow. And when you have hooded eyes, you don't need to be worried like, oh gosh, should I get it further down there? Is it high enough? You just want to stick with that kind of ball of the eye. And then same thing on this side, the ball of the eye. But this palette, if you are looking for a good eyeshadow palette that goes with everything, that looks good with any eye color, that looks good with any outfit, this is the palette to do. And I love this palette for mature women because it has so many neutral colors that are easy to wear, especially if you're not kind of used to wearing makeup, or maybe you are and you want something that's very everyday. This is a good color for you. Isn't that pretty? Very soft and subtle, kind of pulls pink on her eyes too. Cheryl Jones says, love the videos with Lisa. Hey. How do I find single girl? Not here. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent, and we're going to use the cream shadow brush. Again, let's wipe off whatever was on there yesterday. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent, and I always rant and rave about how I love this color, and now you're going to see why. So close your eyes again, and then kind of look surprised with your eyes like, yeah, perfect. Now, kind of show them how you did that. So normally with hooded eyes, they look like this normally, and then raise them up so you can expose that area. Now look at me. Hello. And then you're going to place that liquid eyeshadow onto that eyelid, and then you're going to work up to what you had just created with that crease. But you don't need to be worried about, oh, did I get it all over? Because you're going to take your cream brush and you're going to apply this and kind of smooth this out. But why this color is so phenomenal is because, look back at the screen, is because it has these really gorgeous iridescent shades, and it also doesn't crease, doesn't move, doesn't budge. It goes on kind of wet like a liquid, but dries into a powder finish. And if you have oily eyelids or a lot of fine lines and wrinkles or hooded eyes, this is the eyeshadow for you to get. And these colors are so pretty. I'm wearing the shade Ornate on my eyes, and then we're putting on the shade Reverent on my mom's eyes. So lots of colors to choose from with this for the different eye looks. And then I'll have you look back at the camera.
Excuse me.
Isn't that so pretty? It illuminizes her whole eyes. It really opens up her eye look. Okay, so now eyes are done. So now we're going to set her makeup, and then we're going to do her lips. So setting her makeup, this one is definitely going to be my must use. This is called the Prime to Set Mist. And this is going to feel phenomenal for mature skin. Doesn't that feel so good?
I like it.
And it has
that.
Yeah, it has cucumber extract in it. So it's going to be very hydrating for your skin. It also reduces redness, helps to make your pores smaller, helps to seal up your fine lines, wrinkles, and it sets your makeup all in one. Wow. So it's a really good setting spray if you haven't grabbed it yet. It's also 30% off right now for this month when you order 4 products.
I gotta go home and order that.
I know, right? So good. Doesn't it smell good too?
It smells super nice too.
Yeah, like fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Springy.
So now for lashes and lips. So we're going to do her lips first. So get your last sip. Okay, so for her lips, she has a little bit on the smaller. If I didn't get lip injections, that's what my lips would look like.
That's what she had.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Stuck with.
Yeah. So we're going to use the lip liner in the shade Polite, and we're going to line her lips very gently with this. Kind of go a little tighter. Yeah, perfect. And we're going to line her lips because when you have fine lines around your lip area and you're not doing a lip liner, you're going to experience a little bit of bleeding with your lipstick into your skin area. This is also going to help to give you the appearance that your lips are a little bit bigger, a little bit more pouty, and also holds your lipstick in a place longer throughout the day. So also a really good reason to wear it. So Polite is the color I used on her. It's the lightest and most neutral color. And I'll kind of have you pucker. And that honestly is so pretty all by itself on her. It's very complimentary to her like natural nude lip. My gosh, lip color. There you go. Yeah. And then for your lips, we're going to do the lipstick in the shade Easy Street, which is a very soft, subtle pink. And this also is the same color as this lip liner, so very complimentary. And I'll have you pucker again. Yeah. Or no, here. What is it, smack? Smack your lips, girl.
Around.
And then we're going to top it with a little bit of lip gloss in the shade Luxe. And this, again, is going to be that really pretty high gloss nude. And I'm just going to pop it just kind of in the center of both, and then I'll have you smack again. Yeah. Perfect. Yep. Pretty.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah, very pretty on her. Okay, so now for lashes. The first thing for lashes is going to be your lash primer. Your lash primer is going to be so important with your lashes. So I'll have you kind of look. Yeah, you have a fuzzy though. We don't want that. Okay, a little bit higher. Yep, right there. So with shorter, smaller eyelashes, here's some tricks. So the first trick is using a lash primer. The lash primer is going to help extend the lashes and help your lashes to become hydrated so they're not dried out from any mascara, which can cause breakage and shedding. So we're kind of protecting them with this lash primer first and foremost. So applying your lash primer first, which as you see, her lashes are white, and that's on purpose, don't worry. So
it isn't today.
Yeah. So then what you want to do with your twisted mascara, I always use a larger one, but she has smaller eyelashes than I do. So we're going to do the top wand, which is that smaller wand, and we're going to use this first. So you're going to go from the base of the lash all the way up, and then the back side too if you're able. And you're just going to work slowly, do your little coats with the smaller wand. Once you feel like you have a pretty good base coat, what you're going to do is grab a little bit more for the other side and move along here. Base of the lash all the way up, and then the back side. And then a lot easier to do on yourself, I assure you. Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit more. But how nice and easy that it has this little wand to be able to get right in there. So after you've done that first coat, now her lashes are longer, easier to access. So now we're going to hold that silver portion and unscrew that part.
Surprise!
Yep. And then now you're going to go in with a larger wand, which is a whole lot easier to reach your eyelashes because they're already extended and they're already a little bit more prominent. So super, super easy to be able to reach those. Now when you're doing your lashes, if you don't have really long eyelashes, sometimes doing nothing on the bottom lash line not only is really fresh looking and really springtime, summer vibes, which we're in, but it also has the effect of making your top lash line look more prominent and longer because you're not distracting it with the bottom lash line. So although you might be inclined to do the bottom lash line, it's sometimes easier not to because it's going to make your lashes look longer on top. Just like that. Cool. Beautiful. All right, guys, that was the whole makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that was really useful. Make sure to message me here on Facebook if you guys have any questions, if you need any help picking out your products. Just comment color match or private message me here. I'm so happy to help give you guys a full recommendation on what products to use and everything. But now is the time to be able to stock up on all your complexion. Your foundations, concealers, primers, setting sprays, bronzers, highlights. So much is on sale. 30% off. So make sure you're shopping down on my link. Yeah, and the Prime set.
This is super cool.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. Definitely grab that too.
It may be missing when I leave.
Yeah, well, I only have one, so no, it won't be. And I will take that.
That one and put it away.
But yeah, the Prime to Set Mist is also included in that sale. So make sure to snag it ASAP before the good colors sell out because some colors are already going. And you can find it all on rayahope.com, shop under beauty, or you can go straight to the unique website, which is pinned in the comments there. But private message me. I'm here to help you guys. I hope that you enjoyed. So I will see you guys over on Instagram for the rest of the day. My name is Raya Hope over there. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.